You know that one scene where we do that thing, where we have that stuff?
We can't give too much away.
That one.
You got to come to the show to watch it.
But
this one scene.
There are some really great scenes between Jersey and I. There's some great scenes between Jersey and Alex. It's really an intense story, and all of us get to go to a very intense place at some point in the show.
Act 1, I have to say, isn't as intense as Act 2.
No.
So.
Well, you know, that's how stories go. It's pretty intense. I get pretty intense. And, it's fun. I mean, we get to do things on stage we wouldn't normally get to do, without giving too much away. I get to sweep with a broom, which I've never done. Never done on stage before. I just don't do that. So that's pretty exciting, right? Yeah.
If you know anything about the story of the bad seed, you know that the little girl is not as innocent and as perfect as she makes herself out to be. And at some point, her mother figures that out. And it is their relationship trying to almost fight each other to see who can get control of the situation. And Alex's character eventually figures it out too, and then probably regrets it.
Yeah.
I would say both of you would regret it.
I think we have this special relationship with Rhoda in that we're the only ones who actually know what's going on. I just kind of, not to give too much away, but I kind of figured out in kind of a backdoor way. Like, I don't think I know anything. I'm just a creepy caretaker who thinks he's playing a game with this creepy girl he thinks he's friends with. He doesn't know any better. He just thinks she's just messed up.
He just doesn't know how to be quiet. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what
I just don't know when to stop talking.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's why we have such an interesting relationship. You to her and I to her. We're the only ones who really have any idea what's going on.
One of my challenges for playing Rhoda is there's some parts where I have a transition from being, this sweet, innocent little girl to becoming this scary little girl. Some of those are really, really hard, just in the way that the lines are worded. So I'm still working on those, but I don't think it'll come out great.
It's been scary when she's doing some of it. So
yeah, it's already starting to show. It's shown very well.
Yes. Question mark.
For me playing Leroy, I'm not from here. I'm from the West Coast, honestly. So just talking like him is a little hard. Just maintaining that. I mean, we're in a small town in Tennessee, and he's this lower class, poor, uneducated, kind of mentally challenged, not all there guy who just is, hates everything. So really getting into that space and being able to show that is kind of hard, especially in the amount of time that I have, because I'm not really on stage too long. I mean, I'm only on for maybe a few scenes, and I just, the scenes that I'm on with Rhoda, they're just so intense, and getting that transition from, I'm playing a game with her, to, this isn't that fun anymore. That's challenging.
I think a really challenging thing for me in playing Christine is just how much she has to decide how she wants to help her daughter, and if she can. And I think trying to show that she's torn between wanting to be a good mother to this little girl that's done some really bad things, because she knows she's done these bad things, and she doesn't condone them, and she's not happy with it, and she's scared, but she also doesn't want anything to happen to her. So I think that's been a real challenge, is trying to show both of those things.
A few lines that I enjoy. I enjoy calling Chelsea trough fed. I'm probably going to be enjoying calling her that for a long time now.
And I hate that line.
She hates it, and that's why it's great. Yeah, I mean, in the book, which I read, there's a lot of like internal monologuing that he does. So they translated that for the stage. So it's interesting how that's coming across. Like at one point, I go up to Rhoda. I'm like, you know the noise an electric chair makes? It goes zzz, and it's just she like jumps every time, and it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah.
Some of those are intentional. Some of them are just. I forget that you're about to say that. And I really jump.
I'm just that good.
One of my favorite lines is, why should I feel sorry? It was Claude Daigle that got drowned, not me. I don't know, there's just something about that line that just
really
creeps
creepy.
me out.
There's a lot of creepy stuff.
Yeah.
Though.
And the thing about some of my lines is that I know they're creepy, but I don't hear the creepiness until I say them sometimes. Like, just sometimes the way I say them just creeps me out so much. It's just really hard to explain.
Yeah. I mean, you don't think they're creepy, though. Like, Rhoda doesn't think they're creepy. She's just like,
They just
He's
come out,
dead.
they slip off the tongue.
yeah, oh well.
I don't know if I have a favorite line, but I do have a favorite, like, set of back and forth, and that's usually with Rhoda, because we get into really deep kind of arguments, and that's really fun to get to do on stage.